Hey Stamp friends, welcome to the Joyous Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and it's our Fun Fold Friday. Today we'll be making another Halloween card, but this one is a mini card with a twist. Go ahead and hold like flip and we'll get started. Alright, I'm gonna move this up so you guys can see it better. There we go. Alright, if you're watching live, be sure to comment. Every comment or share that I get, you guys could be one of the people who earns today's card that I'm making. Let me show you the card and tell you why this is my design. So I wanted to use the Clever Cat stamp set, which you see has these great cats with it, but not have a cat on the card. Because sometimes you aren't a cat lover and you still want to figure out different things you can do with the stamp set. And this broom was one of the things I wanted to make sure I used on a card. So this is a regular flat piece of paper right here. And what I've made is a mini card on front that when we pick it up and turn it, it becomes a mini easel card, just like that. So it lays flat, and then you can put it back down and it will ship just as well. So it looks like the size of a regular card, but has just a mini pop-up right here. All right, let me go ahead and get started. I already have my foam mat underneath here, so that way I'm using photopolymer, and I want to make sure I have that extra little cushion. Let me get our pieces out. Of course, I have all these measurements will be over on my blog in the description below or in the comments below, depending on where you are watching this. Let me show you some of these pieces real quick and the items that we need to stamp. So you have two basic white squares. They're exactly the same size. They're 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. One's for the inside, one's for our front. We have some gorgeous grape square that we're using to mat our front with, and that is the 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, so almost 3. This little card right here is a 3 by 3, and we use our basic black. I want you to notice, let me see if I can show you right there. Oh, there it is, perfect. This is our score line right here. So we have our regular score line for our halfway point, which is 6. And then we have, sorry, that's 3, because this is by 6 by 3. And then we have it scoring from the bottom of the score line to the right top corner. And that will give us our little twist that we'll make here in just a little bit. And then we have this little banner, which comes from Give It a Whirl dies. You can use even a strip of paper if you don't have a little banner, and just do a little flagged ends on it instead. I'm using our DSP, which is the Pattern Party Hostess paper. So on this side it has color, and on this side it's black and white, and another little strip here. And of course I'm using Granny Apple Green because that's my favorite Halloween color. I threw in a little extra pumpkin, and we'll see if we end up using that one or not in today's card. Going ahead and grab our little banner piece and one of our basic white squares and our inks. I'm using 3 different colors. We have our Granny Apple Green. We'll make one broom with that one. And you want to do your outside brooms first. So we'll ink that up. And I'm going to have it go a little bit off the top, like that. Grab your reusable wipe or regular wipe or your Simply Sham and just clean up your stamp. I like to tap it off for extra. There we go. Then you're going to grab your gorgeous grape ink for our next broom. And we're going to go ahead and ink that up. And we're going to go the same direction. So facing down, but I'm going to move my angle a little bit and have it a little off-centered. There we go. So we don't have the handle on that one. We have the handle on that one, but we don't have the finish in. Just kind of like playful floating brooms. All right, close up our gorgeous grape and grab our Memento ink. That's our black. We're gonna flip this over now and we'll stamp our next one in the Memento black. And this one now we're going to use those two that we've already stamped as a guide so we know how far apart it should be. Just about there. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and keep your black ink out and grab your It's Halloween. And we'll ink that up and stamp it on our cute little banner. Perfect. All right, I think all we have to do now is just assemble. All of our stamping is done. So what we need to do first is go ahead and grab our gorgeous grape mat, and we're going to put these two together. You can either use liquid glue or a little bit of your seal. I've been using our Seal Plus lately because our regular seal went on back order. It was so popular that it ran out for a little while. And of course, with shipping delays all over the world right now, adhesive's hard to get your hands on. All right, so there's that one, looks great. Go ahead and put some mini dimensionals on the back of It's Halloween. And we'll attach that right over our balloon, or our broom. A witch's broom. It's Halloween. Oh, I would love to hear what you guys are planning to be for Halloween this year. My daughters and I are always, the last 2 years have been the Sanderson sisters witches from Hocus Pocus. So this card is perfect for us with the 3 brooms because there are 3 sisters. All right, so here's what we're going to do now. We need to also assemble this, and then we're going to assemble these two. Let's go ahead and finish off with this one. So what we're going to do is right here on the score, we're going to put adhesive on this little spot here. But we're going to avoid the outer border because we don't want that part to be sticky. That part will be showing. So I'm making like kind of like another little triangle right there with that adhesive. And then we're going to put this and hover it over, get some border on all of it, and then place it down. Oh, just like that. Perfect. Oh, what I should have done beforehand, okay, we can still do it now, is grab your bone folder. We should have creased that to make sure it was good to go. No worries. Okay. Let's go ahead and open this up now, and we'll add our basic white for the inside. And there's one of 2 ways you can add your, I want to call it like a stopping point. We need something for our twist to hold on to, to keep it up, our little easel. So what I did with this one, and I added dimensionals to the back of that DSP. If you want to lay this flat, you could, and then you'll put your pumpkin on a dimensional. We're going to give that a try and see how it turns out. We might be risky, but we'll give it a try. Usually you just need something big enough to catch on that corner. Okay. And my sticky fingers got a little bit of glue there, so we'll just wipe that off and grab a dimensional for the back of this guy. And I'm actually going to grab the full size dimensional instead of our minis. And put it right here. And we're going to situate it so we know where we should put that pumpkin. We need him to be at least right about here. And that should keep our cute little stand up. Oh, I love it. Look at that little pumpkin. That one comes from the Sparkle, what is it called? It's one of my favorite new ones, Sparkle of the Season. That's what it is. Stamp set that has those dies to go along with it. Okay, let's go ahead and attach these two together, our DSP with our cardstock. And then we can add that mini twist card there. And we'll just line that up. I use that liquid glue. So that way I'm moving it. You can see I don't lay it down straight perfectly the first time. So it gives me a little bit of chance to wiggle it around. However, on this back side, we're going to use something strong because this is going to be kind of just floating there. So I am using the Easel Plus. And we'll close that back up and put that in the center of this part here. There we go. Let's see how it works. We did it. Super cute and pretty easy. Look at that. Our three little brooms can now sit up and be a home decor item if you wanted to. And for Halloween greetings, I feel like you don't need a whole lot to say. And so there's just a tiny little spot to say that it's from you and that you're wishing them a happy Halloween. But for the most part, someone can use this on their desk. A teacher could have this as decor. I just love it. I hope you guys have had a fun time learning this one. And thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great weekend and happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.